Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. Third down here.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Throwing is Allen on third. Eluding the pressure right. And this is brought in by Pryor. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Detroit! Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Ten yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Allen going to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He'll get it up the middle. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Bruce Ellington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know some people thought it was overplayed in the draft process, but Josh Allen's big arm and his ability to cut through any type of weather, whether it's wind, rain, snow, I think that's a big reason why Buffalo wanted him. He can make all kinds of throws, and when the weather turns nasty, he can still deliver the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking for Pryor. This is caught inside the 15. The gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, man.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Well, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
21.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Gone, 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 gone.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Bills have taken the lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And Detroit getting set to go now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Stafford here. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stafford looks to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Stafford now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now Stafford, and he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Throwing again is Stafford. Out to his left. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you got to go left, and that's exactly.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are in for 6. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From midfield, here's Allen. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Now a handoff, Johnson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The defensive tackle, Kyle Williams, there for the stop.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Stafford on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Here we go.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
10, 10. Sack 53.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Operating from the red zone now. Allen looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Big 20, big 20.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys have got it back at the close closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
So after the INT, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun, 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 gun. All right, here we go. Blue 90, blue 90. Detroit, Detroit. Detroit, Detroit.
A final shot before half for Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Man open left side, it's Williams. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. On 1st down, this is Ivory. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. Chris Ivory loses the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw on second down is Stafford. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And finding the tight end, Wilson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for Lions first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He's to the 10, and all the way down to the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Set. You're waiting. Back 23, ready. Let's go, man. Let's go.
On second down, here's Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and cause a nice play for lost yardage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bills getting set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they try to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. To throw is Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Space to maneuver at the 40. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we... On 1st down, Stafford here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. This give is to McCoy, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to float this. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 44 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And it's the linebacker, Shea McClellan, with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hey, 22!
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Stafford, and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And here come the Bills. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. First by him near the 35. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Terrell Pryor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong. They get to the football. It's blocked. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle to Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now this time Allen will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Dashing through the snow. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Lions on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On the ground, it's Reddick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. This no gimme in the snow, and we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Tag 50. Big 20. Set. No 20.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. This no gimme in the snow. And he nailed it. It's good. Through the snowflakes, he finds a way to get it to go. And the Lions are going to win this game. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game.